love that could push out anything that would ever hurt you. That Jesus' love will always, even when we rest at night, Jesus is with you. And that it will have you walk in boldness and have you walk strong. And that you can hold your head up and know that anyone is blessed if they have you for a friend. And so I pray that. I even pray for mommy and daddy. I pray for mommy and daddy. Yeah, that's it. I pray for mommy and daddy. That God's blessing will flow on them. And that you are special. And God let me know. You can always remember the time. Okay. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Go ahead, take something to Apostle. Okay, not now. Go and give Apostle a hug. Go give Apostle a hug. Go ahead.
Right? He also like
I see your face in every sunrise. The colors of the morning are inside your eyes. When we were waking in the light of the day, I look up to the sky and say, you're beautiful. And oh God, I thank you, He is your child. Oh God, I thank you, the Holy Spirit will always lead him. Thank you for the eyes of a baby prophet. They will always see what's good. And oh, how you love Jesus. Oh, how you always love Jesus, even when he's building his testimony. Oh, and how you always love Jesus. You always love Jesus. The angels of the Lord will always be around him. They will protect him, they will lead him and guide him. The angels of God are ever before the face of God. His angels are ever before you, God. Okay. Thank you.
Hallelujah. To the youth, do you have anything you want to say to Apostle?
My first teacher.
I want to say thank you, Apostle, for everything that you've done. And I really love her because she's brought me to Jesus that day that I walked in. And so.
My first teacher. Oh, man. Yeah, you
So what I want to say to the Apostle is thank you and for all you've done, because you taught me about Jesus and you helped me grow up and learn about him.
Give myself away. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for He is good, for He is good. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for He is good, for He is good. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for He is good, for He is good. Oh, give thanks, He's here.
Apostle for all that he's done to help me learn about Jesus and being able to go to school and learn more, even more about him. Even though I know a lot from this church, it's done a lot for me.
All these
Overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till run, leaves the night. And I couldn't earn it, and I don't deserve it. Still, you gave yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of
Oh gosh, okay. First, I want to thank Apostle because she was there all the time to pick me up and drop me off at school. And she's always been there when I needed hope or when times are rough. And I just thank her. She's like a grandmother to me.
I'm actually sleeping. All the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm needs and I desire. And I don't deserve it, and I didn't earn it. Still, you gave yourself away. And all the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, and I don't deserve it. Still, you gave yourself away. Look at the voice in you having it. Come on! Anyone else would like to come up and just give a tribute to Apostle? Come on.
It was hard for me. I was trying to remember when I first met Apostle.
You get knocked out. We get knocked out. You stand here, Pam.
Amen. So I was, as he was speaking, I was trying to say, okay, God, what the? When I started, I ran over to Apostle, mother. I said, what did I mean? What did we mean? Apostle, I said, what year was it that the Holy Spirit led Apostle Staff and myself to put Apostle in office? And she would remind me that we all went to Connecticut and so. I was like, that was 09? And she just was bringing back the different things that were happening online, but I'm truly grateful and honored to have come in contact with this amazing woman of God. And I said, God, I don't have anything right now. And this morning, I was sleeping and he gave me some words, and then I fall back to sleep and he woke me back up. Then he wrote down again. No, I was texting it, but putting it in my phone, as a matter of fact. And I wrote it in my book. And these are the words. I am God who sends, the only one you'll depend. Although you waited a while to walk down the aisle, a wedding to remember on God has joined together. What a day this will be. They have come to see you, to hear the words I do. My daughter, prepare yourself for that day is coming soon. The dress, the shoes, something Barbie, something blue. Your heart will be filled with joy as you announce a pregnant twins, girl. You will go out in joy and be let forth in peace. The mountain hills will burst into song before you, and all the trees of the field will clap their hands. Your blessings will be more than song. See this day, see it through my eyes. What joy, what beauty, full of surprise. God is not slack concerning his promise. He said his word will not return void. Beloved, you will be whole.
I walked down the street yesterday, and I was walking downtown, and I crossed over and I said, God, where is my husband? I've been waiting, where is my husband? And God said to me, he gave me my answer today. I walked yesterday saying, where's my husband? And so I got to get that hold on.
Oh, wow.
I shortly just
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Apostle Lance and Pathmark one morning, about 11:15, the Holy Ghost said, have a seat. So I sat there. And the only place you could find to sit down in Pathmark was the blood pressure machine. So I sat there and I just kind of said, okay, God, I don't know what you're saying. So as I sat there, just talking to God, because I took the job at Pathmark so I could greet the people coming in the door with a good morning, God bless you. And so they gave me the walker and stuff. So I sat down and here come around the corner. Who was that, Elder Nance? She said, you are not going to believe this. Because I just called girl Vivian and asked her to get your number for me. I said, really? really, she started, she said, you have to, God told me to get you, to talk to you. And so that was in keeping with the word that God had given me to get her. So she said, God, I finally said yes to God that I was going to pastor a church. And he told me these two people's names. And I said, well, I don't know about that, because we had opposite ends of the kingdom. But it went so supernaturally. She began to talk and I began to talk. She began to pull and I began to pull. She began, and it just went. It just went. And I think it shocked everybody. You know, the talk started. They were like, Apostle Seth. At that time I was, even though I knew that God had called me an apostle, I loved being an evangelist. So I was just being evangelist Seth. And I was like, okay, so they talking. And I'm like, God said, get her. So now, I know this. God will send a person to you. And I'm always going to step back in the Holy Ghost and say, God, show me who this is. And what is this? He said, get her. She's a lover of truth.
Hallelujah.
I said, okay. He knows, I know those words. Lovers of truth are some really unique kind of people. They are truly the ride or die people. They're going all the way. I had to laugh when Prophet Williams was talking about walking down the street. There are people that don't want to go nowhere with me and Apostle in the street. I ain't gonna name nobody, but they don't want to be nowhere with us. Apostle even was getting ready to run away from me one day in Target. She said, we got to go right now, Apostle, because I'm not dropping, because you all know the story that God dropped me in Costco on my knees and had me crawl around a curb. And I just dropped on my knees and started crawling. And when I got around the curb, there was a very pregnant woman sitting there that he needed to be ministered to. So that was where she got that. I'm not dropping here.
Come on now, I'm gonna leave.
So I honor her. I honor the grace on her life. I feel very privileged that God would entrust me with his apostle. And then I feel doubly honored because her parents entrusted and gave her. I was standing right about here as her mother was transitioning and was blowing a wind on me, giving me her babies. So, I don't have words. You know I love you. You know I honor you. You're my pastor. You're my covenant apostle. I submit to you. And I just so honor you because you've been through more than anybody can even imagine. But you always check and say, Apostle, I gotta run this past you. She came to support me because I was supporting somebody else. And then we all got kicked out.
Everybody.
The woman of God from somewhere in the Midwest said, what are you still doing here? Didn't God? I'm like, she said prophet. So I'm like, I look at Yvette. She must be going to Yvette. She says, and you? Why are you still here? She worked the table. She worked the table and we were like, she said, I'm going to give you 30 days to get up out of here. I was like, the whole church was there. Linda, she blew me up in front of the whole church. Pastor's parents, pastor's wife, his children. But she was there. She is there. And we have done some things together. Just turn it out. And so I thank God for you. I thank God for your Pauline Christ-like walk. I thank God that you love truth more than you love anyone or anything. And when I say her parents lived in April, her father on the phone one morning said, if you all feel somebody tugging, it's going to be me. And this was the real winner, Prophet Harry T. Nance. So I thank you, I honor you, and I clearly submit to you, Apostle Pastor Daughter.
And she corrects me too.
Anyone else come forward?
It's very rare that you meet somebody like Apostle. As you know, all my brothers and sisters were here. And when I tell you, this woman of God took us from dance hall, like the world was our church, to on this floor,
Yes.
face down, in tongues, learning the words, preaching and prophesying to people that we party with, to family members, a complete transformation. You don't find that in this day and age all the time. That will stand toe to toe with you about you. And then love you. It's unparalleled. It's unparalleled. Somebody that you know, no matter what, no matter what's going on, you know, God has commissioned this woman to love, to pray, to be in His Word, to teach. I know I can call her. That's priceless. It's priceless. Hallelujah. It's really deep. It's really deep. When God can place somebody in your life that you can really feel like you can depend on. Amen. That's why I wasn't gonna cry, because all my sisters cry. I don't cry. I don't cry like that. I be keeping it together. But no, like when we first came to the church, I was in the hospital and she prayed and I was healed. I was healed the next week. And last year I went to the hospital again. And as you all know, we're no longer here every Sunday anymore. But who was in the hospital? Who was there? Not just one day, a couple days. Who was calling? Who was making sure, are you okay? Who was praying?
Yes.
You understand? You don't get that. You just don't get that. And the world can happen, things can happen, ups and downs, ins and out life, you know? And I just remember those beginnings, and nothing can take that away. Nothing can take that away. No one, no person can take your spot. Ever. Ever. You are my spiritual mom. If I'm completely lost, I'm gonna text. I'm gonna remember what you taught me, and that nobody can take away. You taught me that nothing can separate me from the love of God. You taught me that I'm the apple of His eye. You taught me that He's my peace. Those teachings, those times, those memories, I'm going to be able to teach to my children. So yes, you have definitely reached the nations because it's living in the teachings, the style, the way, your persona. Yes, it is living in them. They love you. We talk about you all the time. You are a part of our lives. And I want to share a song with you. A song that when I'm feeling in those times that I can remember, Apostle said. It happens like that in my mind. Just a simple, beautiful prayer to sing. Lord, I will lift my eyes to the hills, knowing my help is coming from you. Your peace you give me in time of the storms. You are the source of my strength. You are the strength of my life. And I lift my hands in total praise to you. I would not have been able to believe that song if you had not taught me true.
Dr. Shayna was here. And where was there? So we're praying, and I look. It's just a mother leadership. I looked, because we're praying for her. I looked and bam, he's shut down on my leader. The rest of the family. They were stuck. The whole family was like, Derek, all of us standing. I was like,
I want to thank you for being in my life, for praying for both me and my daughter, who both really need it, because, I'm still in the process.
You see, she's still there.
And I wanted to sing a song, and I've been struggling all week. It's like, okay, what can I say, to Apostle? And I printed out a song, but that's not what God wanted me to sing to you. I know that you have many favorites, but I will sing one of your favorites. Who is like thee, O Lord, among the gods? Who is like thee, Lord? There is none else. You are awesome in praise, doing wonders, O Lord. Who is like thee, O Lord? We come, O come, Olim Adonai. We come, O come, let above Kadesh. Nor to heal, oh, say, Fele, oh, say, Fele. Who is like thee, O Lord, among the gods? Who is like thee, Lord? There is none else. You are awesome in praise, doing wonders, O Lord. Who is like thee, O
There's one song that literally I dance in the spirit. I see myself dancing for
Hallelujah.
You gonna be in that kingdom with me. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I thank God for Apostle. She's a beautiful person. I thank God for my days and my ups and my days and downs, but she always encouraged me. In so many ways, she's a beautiful person from the bottom of my heart. We love her. I wrote my very own poetry to a very special apostle. Today is the day, and every day, I want you to know that you're beautiful in heart and that you teach us to grow. I'm here to say thank you so much more. God got you, and you're the one that He adores. So many days, you're always there. Thank you for your love, and thank you that you cared. You always taught us what we need. When times was hard, you put us on our knees. We love you so much more than you could ever know. Thank you, Apostle, for the love you had always shared. So many hearts want us, you to know. I love you and truly it is. Thank you, Apostle, more love forevermore.
mayor for a long time, and I was so proud of him standing. And I was so proud of mayor over the pulpit several times. I've been doing it for a long time. So long until like over 30 years ago when I came to 40. All of my kids grew up here, they got time here, so cool. And I just thank God for the apostle that I get to this, the honor of love and teaching the truth. So I'm lost for words. I'm so grateful, and I thank God for all you have taught me and encouraged and loving each one in my family. I thank God for the time when you correct me, Lord God. I thank God that you truly are real and a true apostle. I am, and you believe me what's right. And I thank God you know when I went to the clinic to correct somebody that would want me to say the wrong thing, and you truly are a woman of God. And I love you. Thank you for leading my children and teaching me. Thank you for you guiding me beyond hope. Think that I don't know and I'm running from you. I'm just grateful that I'm lost for you. I want to sing a song with so much in me. I just want you to know I love you, I bless you, and may God continue to bless you and your work continue to speak for you. And may God bless you in your life and help. And I just happy to say I'm going to you for correcting me in the right church you love. And my heart is overwhelmed with the words. I bless you.
We went to the clinic, she had just a tooth bothering her. And so we went to the clinic and I was like, this tooth is going to get out of her. So I went to the clinic and I love her integrity. She wanted her integrity was no. And the person kept saying, well, I told her, I said, listen, she is not no liar and she ain't going to say it. So Apostle Prophet Abbott, she was like, Apostle, no, I said, Prophet Abbott, shh, you're going to get that teeth out your mouth. Somebody going to, and guess what, my mama could talk, she's so cute. She is so cute, Prophet Abbott. I love her so much. She's so cute.
Prophet Abbott, stay right there with the apostle. This is a teacher moment. Apostle called me the morning. Said, Holy Ghost woke me up. Apostle, pray with me. I got to call Prophet Abbott and tell her, get out of that church. Now, let me show you why this is important. That was her benchmark test. Because we're brought up that you can't take nobody from nobody else's church. But this woman of integrity was struggling with what God was telling her. So she said, I'm going to call Apostle. What do you think? I said, you better obey God. You better obey God. So she struggled with that. But she did it. And when she did it, Prophet Abbott was like, thank you. Because God's been telling me to do this. And I just needed somebody to tell me to do it. So that picture for me is a benchmark.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. Glory be to God. So I just want to say another thank you, Apostle. Because I remember I met Apostle here a day during the week. Because Apostle, I remember what we were talking about, just started coming to whosoever. She said, do you want the Holy Ghost? And I said, yes. So I came here and, we began to talk about some things that I needed deliverance from. Yes, I remember. And as I got delivered, and I don't cry either, Linda. I'm not a crier. I be looking at everybody crying. I'm like, I'm not crying. And when she began to teach about the Holy Spirit, and I remember, as she was going forth, I remember I stopped and I said, Apostle, can I sing? Can I sing? And she said, yes. And I began to sing in the Holy Ghost. And I was like, I was blown away because I'm like, what is coming out of my mouth? I was so blown away by what was going on. But I was so honored to know Apostle, the Apostle of Love and Truth. And I will not climb on a chair to to show how she climbs on the chair. But I just love how, see how Bashir is right there now on the floor? She goes and she rolls
On the floor.
on the floor. So I'm not going to be able to do one of them rolls to show you, but I think Bashir just did that for us.
Yes,
So we just thank God for Bashir doing that, rolling. And I just want to say we honor you, Apostle. I know it may be tough sometimes telling us the truth, but Apostle, give it to us. Because we need it. And I always say nothing will separate me from the love of God. So sometimes I get the truth, and trust me, the truth, I'm not talking about sin. The truth slaps me. And I'll be like, I'll be so quiet. Because I'm processing, I'm like, God, what? Why? I'm always talking to God about my correction. And he's always like, yeah, you deserve that. So I just want to thank you. Thank you for loving us. Oh my gosh, I said, this is my mom. And I know how to distinguish like apostle and mom. But I'm always honoring the grace first of the apostle before I ever even talk about mom. I know she's my spiritual mom, but as the apostle, listen, and when she speaks that word, oh, listen, every demon gotta go. So I just want to just say thank you, apostle. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I just want to say that I honor you, Apostle. As she was going forth and telling that story, I remember that day so clearly. I was like, I'm a Holy Ghost. I said, no, I'm not ready yet. I'm on. How? I'm like, what I gotta do? I gotta fast? So I'm calling her. I'm like, hey, how I do this fasting thing, Apostle? That next Sunday when I came, that was it. I was like, yes. But let me tell you, it's been such an honor. It's been such an honor. When that shootout happened in the park, and the apostle was going down the block at the time, my relatives lived at the corner. She was handing out flyers, letting us know that they would be in the park praying. And that morning, she came and rung the bell to remind us. We totally forgot. Because like Linda said, we was partying, hanging off the chandelier. We totally forgot. Just woke up, and we was like, it was just like an agreement in our spirit that we didn't even understand, because all was like, we gotta go. We didn't even brush our teeth, wash our face. We still had our night clothes. We still had our night clothes on. We were running down the steps. Come on, we gotta go. Come on, let's go. And we in the park. I remember it was Prophet Bachelor, it was the Walkers, Apostle, and we were praying. And it was just like after that, Jesus just pricked our heart after that. It was just like, Sonia came with them. And then we all came. Yeah. And it's just like, wow. But I just want to say, I honor you. I love you. I appreciate you. I thank you for being there for me and Giselle at those numerous times, countless times, helping us out, praying for us, interceding on our behalf, even fasting. Hallelujah. Even fasting and constantly teaching us, giving us the tools that we need, hallelujah, to stand and not depend on you. Because Apostle lets you know, there's some things you have to do yourself. If you don't understand that, step back in the Holy Spirit and ask her what means this. I know. So she give us the tools, the wisdom, the understanding, and knowledge that we need to go forth. And I love you. And so at this time, we are doubly honoring Apostle Nance. We are honoring you today, and we are also honoring you by sowing the seed into your life. As everyone knows, the prophecies, every prophetic word that has been spoken over your life will come
as the prophetic words that were forth about the Holy Spirit taking her to the nations, taking her across big stages on conferences, often opening a mission ministry. And as the Holy Spirit was leading and guiding you, we are now sowing into missions. And as we sow into mission, that will open up the door for not only apostle, but for the ministry to go forth and do what the Lord said to do. There was a desire that she wanted to go to this apostles conference. And she came to us and spoke to us, and I was like, Apostle, this is missions. This is missions. This is why we sow into missions, so that you or anyone else in the ministry will be able to go forth and do this. So this day, we are honoring you by sowing a seed into your life. And as the Holy Spirit has said, it is paid in full. So Apostle Nancy would like to call you up right now. We would like to call you forth. We would like to sow this seed into your life. As the Holy Spirit said, it is paid in full. Hallelujah, because you have been a faithful shepherd over this house and his people. You have been a faithful and a good servant and steward over the finances of this ministry and everything else that he has blessed you with. He now is blessing you with this. And he is telling you that he is paid in full on behalf of whosoever will Jesus Christ. Church of Jesus Christ, we present my seed to you. Hallelujah. God bless you.